for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict.
Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's a special prime time.
The Chiefs offense ready to go here in this final tune-up before the start of the regular season. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Nicole Hardman, 37 yards. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. They said that Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get it. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Mahomes. Touchdown! A great play there. 32 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
That's what you want to see in the preseason. A quarterback and his new receiver gelling early. They're hoping this duo can really form a bond this year, and that's a good start.
Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to let it go again. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down, showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receiver's understanding that everything wasn't...
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. Ready for the regular regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns.
Four touchdowns? I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blown.
A reminder, opening weekend definitely in sight now. Thursday. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to try and go deep again. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for KC. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Mahomes. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And it's caught. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now here's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Okay, we need to double-check Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. On 1st down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Mahomes to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to take another shot here. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla. Deep.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with a... So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy think they with me. Yeah, crazy think they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah, this colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, baby. Seen bodies in the streets so I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, God power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, man, so you gon' see. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dancing and wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Turn a vision, block opinions, and I can give but think of us. Duck jab hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can tell me. You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers that see this industry is filled with shit. People that pretend to be something that they would never be.
From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
the Chiefs offense ready to put the preseason behind them and begin. And Mahomes going to put it up right away.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener.
This is exactly what they were hoping for when they went after him in free agency. They saw a guy who had the talent but didn't have the targets. But he's going to get some as the season goes on. He's got a touchdown here in week 1.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for KC. 55 yards. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes?
And out come the Chiefs now.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. A CD, you've got Manny Kahue calling the shots for this offense. His second year as an offensive coordinator in the league. How do you see his crew on this side of the ball performing this year?
Well, partners, you and I both know, and everyone else around the league, Manny was a popular head coaching candidate for this year. But he told all the teams he was interested in remaining a coordinator for a bit so he could.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
So how's this for a big play in your debut with a new team? We've talked about him. He's been underutilized to this point in his career, but he's definitely got home run ability, and we saw it on display right there.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
These Chiefs to start 2022, where they were handed a very tough task by the schedule makers, not just in going on the road to face a Cardinal team that was 11-6 last year, but they're going to be the first team in NFL history to start a season with 8 consecutive games against teams that finished above 500 from the previous year. After today, Chargers, Colts, Bucks, Raiders, Bills, 49ers, Titans, and that doesn't even count that they play last year's Super Bowl teams, the Rams and Bengals, in the second half of the year.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
slot man moves right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
KC's offense ready to take over. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. 35 yards.
And the Chiefs just continue to roll. Well, it's only Week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it. They did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 85 yards.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed.
He's got a man, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
And now here comes Kansas City.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. 39 yards.
And the Chiefs take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
The Chiefs offense set to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 51 yards. And the Chiefs add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
From the 31, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he goes out right around the 39. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Chiefs, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week.
Make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me. Yeah.
Tonight, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, we're on to Week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs offense getting set to go fresh off a victory in Week 1. And we'll be keeping our eyes certainly on this man making his second appearance in the regular season with his new ball club. And you wonder, what can he do for an encore, Charles, after the numbers that he put up a week ago?
That's a great question because not only was he the talk of the NFL, He's talking the entire football world. You had little kids out there begging their parents for his jersey, wanting to be him, and put up those kind of numbers in the backyard. Now, look, I don't think he'll approach what he did last week, but
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll look to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown! A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play Week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or Week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
Accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
defense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Perhaps the center has a little stage fright here. Let's see if he can do better this time. It's now 1st and 30. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
And that flag accepted.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
And they'll accept that penalty.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards.
won't get this off in time. Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hit 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. So that's going to push him back half the distance. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
So that penalty will back them up half the distance to the goal line. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. So they'll walk him back half the distance. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. And they just did not get the snap away in time.
boy, again, they won't get this off in time. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround,
got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
With every game, with every season, Travis Kelsey, he just confirms his greatness. Streak of 1,000-yard seasons is now up to 6, and he's made 7 straight Pro Bowls, and his numbers have ranked him among the best tight ends to have ever played in the NFL. Another first down right there to add to his career total.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for KC, and even 40 yards.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now back to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. On second and very short, Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game.
The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. From a young... So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. First and 10 as they start this drive. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, good move. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but he's got a man complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Ordinarily, when you're backed up this deep, most teams like to play it on the safe side, but not these guys. They took a big shot downfield and wound up hitting it for a big play. Back them into a corner, they come out swinging.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 46 yards.
And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Mahomes now on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught at the 25. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
KC's offense ready to take over. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency, get to the line of scrimmage, snap the ball.
play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. Now Mahomes. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are on their way to a 2-0 start.
I'll tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
Mahomes now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he comes back with one complete. He's got the first down and more.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Sense of urgency there. Play clock hit 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage. You got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to.
He's got a man complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Kansas City, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week.
Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.
But he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get up, way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get up, way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I vanished. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. Not really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Sticking up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Bands that me, I make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavy then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best.